hope that's worthwhile news. Let's get into it.
You guys are 41 at halftime. Was there a moment in that first half you realized or felt, oh, man, we really have it tonight?
We just came out with good energy. I thought last game they set the tone from a physicality standpoint. That's been a talking point from them all series, and they set the tone. And today we came out, set the tone from the jump, and really just rode that wave. But I was really proud of our performance. I thought obviously the first half was pretty amazing, the shot making, and I thought we were really good on the defensive end. But there's still, we still got a lot of work to do, and just taking it a day at a time. You can feel good about this for the night and move on. But we had a lot of different guys step up. Our bench was amazing. Obi, TJ, Shep, TB in his first half stint I thought was really good. So we had a lot of different guys chip in, and that's why you see such a balanced scoring effort from all of us.
You guys have 3 20-point losses the last 2 playoffs. You won the ensuing game all 3 times. What is it about you guys, or strategically or mentally, that makes it possible to respond like that?
Well, I think first of all, our film sessions are always pretty ugly after a loss, especially when I think over the course of the last 2 or 3 years, you've seen when we are in like a 2-game series with somebody and we lose the first game, we typically come to play that second game. I feel like Coach is a savant when it comes to adjustments and getting the best out of guys, and I think we kind of just follow that lead, and his intensity come playoff time is it's easy to follow. And when we have a game like we had last game, such a letdown, he sets the tone with our energy in practice or film or whatever, and we just kind of follow that lead. So I feel like we're a resilient group. We've been through a lot, and we've been together for some time now. So I feel like you can always count on us to respond the right way.
You say it's ugly. Is it the film itself that's ugly? The mood in the room? What can you describe that a little?
Well, the film's ugly. But I think Coach does a great job of challenging guys as well. I typically get the brunt of it first, and then it kind of trickles down. But I think he does such a great job of creating, having equity within his relationships with all of us, that we know he just wants the best for this team and this organization. So we have a lot of conversations, me and him with other guys. You always see him sitting down with guys in the gym and things like that. So, I feel like that's really important, and, that's why he's one of the best at what he does.
Seemed like out of the gate you guys looked to Pascal and Obi to kind of attack the back line of that 3-2. Just how did you guys kind of see that as an opportunity, and what made them, how important was that? How good were those guys at just taking advantage of those, just getting smaller guys that could post up and score on?
Yeah, I think those guys just setting the tone, really sealing, especially P to start the game. Really got going. And then when Obi checked in, he did a great job of when he was setting screens, sealing the smaller guy and just finishing over the top. So I thought those guys were really good at setting the tone. I feel like last game we weren't in the paint as much. And, I feel like they did a great job of setting the tone. We all just followed it from there. But I felt like our level of aggression on both sides of the floor really set the tone, and we just kind of followed that lead. So, those guys were huge for us tonight.
Beyond that, Miles obviously gets into that a little bit, also hits those big shots. I mean, how much did he kind of take it up another notch when he starts hitting some threes and getting the post-ups on top of that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously what Miles brings to the table is amazing. His ability to space the floor as a big, and, with them kind of going all out to deny and blitz me, I feel like we can really get him some open looks, and he's taking advantage of those and just playing the right way, letting the game come to him, not forcing anything, and I think he poses a different threat than, most teams have at that 5 position. But I thought he did a great job of, not only shooting the 3, but establishing himself in the paint when they want to switch. And, I thought he was really good.
Tyrese, hey, Rick was in here saying that playoff series get personal and get chippy and all that. Can you talk about what happened in the first half when you hit a technical free throw and then you hit a 3 and the bench was giving it to you, I guess, or you're giving it back? Like, what's going on? What's going on there?
Well, Tristan Thompson, as many of you know, is like my big brother. We got traded here together. We're really close. We talk very often. And we haven't really said many words to each other all series. And last game, he was letting me hear it on the bench. So it was really just like little bro, big bro banter between me and TT. But that's family, and that's all part of the fun.
You guys scored 35 off turnovers. What allowed you guys just to generate so many turnovers in that first half?
I think just our level of aggression, picking up full court, getting into guys as much as we could. I feel like that set the tone. Them turning the ball and rebounding. I think those were the big things. They've been out rebounding us, killing us on the glass. Every game this series, and that's allowed them to, if they do get the rebound, get more shots and more opportunities to rebound again. But if they don't get the rebound, they're getting hits on us, and then Strus is on full court after he crashes, face guard and all that stuff. So I thought we did a good job of rebounding off the jump, and then that allowed us to play in transition more, where we feel like, we're one of the best teams in the world at doing that. So, when we can, get a couple buckets where we get out and run, I feel like the momentum really starts to go our way, and especially when this crowd gets behind us, we're tough to beat. So I thought we did a good job of, getting stops, holding them to one shot. If we were forcing a turnover, if we were rebounding, getting out and running, and just playing pacer basketball.
This was, basically guarding you the same way as last game. Just kind of how do you feel you sort of handled and adjusted at this game points-wise? 11 still below your scoring average, but just how did you feel you impacted the flow of the game tonight compared to last game?
Yeah, I thought I did a better job of moving without the ball. I feel like I've caught myself standing too high, like a half court, and then I'm really doing nothing at that point. But if I can get lower, become more of a screener, I got a bunch of off-ball foul calls because he's grabbing me with two hands the whole time. So thought I did a better job there, but still room for me to improve. Keep watching the film, see where I can get better. But I thought I did a good job of not allowing him to take me out, and I thought my teammates did a great job of screening for me, getting me open, and telling me to screen for them as well, because if they're going to guard me that way and try to make it play 4-on-4, and he's not going to leave me, if I screen, I can get other guys open. So it's just all a game within the game.
Tyrese, what have you learned about just stardom? I know you had a piece with Jared recently talking about everything you've been through just mentally and stuff like that. Criticism gets loud after game 3, the performance, not talking. So how have you kind of navigated what it means to be a star?
It's just basketball, bro. I get paid a lot of money to play a child's game. So I love what I do. I love my job. I don't even really look at it as a job. I have a lot of fun with what I do. And, I think there's, always commentary behind what I do, positive or negative, and it's hilarious because a lot of times it's people who know nothing about me have so much to say. It's usually the people who, don't come around or don't spend any time around me that have the most to say. But that's all part of it. I'm a basketball player. I love what I do. I love being here in Indiana. I love playing for this organization. I feel like, criticism, sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's not, but it's all part of it. And I feel like, as far as, last game, I feel like our PR team does a great job of, putting me out there when it's time to talk. And I got to come out here and talk when it is time. And, I think, Mike and the staff did, tried to protect me a little bit last game. Maybe went a little overboard. Maybe I should have overruled it and come out here, but I wasn't really in the mood to speak, and he told me that he didn't want me to speak, so I left. And so if that's a problem, you guys are more than willing. Obviously you guys are more than willing to talk about it, so keep having commentary around it. I'll continue to do what I do and live my life the same way. But it's all part of it, man. But it's just basketball, and I guess I'd rather have this issue. I'd rather have you guys talking about me positive, negatively, talking about me than not care who I am at all. So, life's good.
Did you think it was a mistake at all?
Going back on it, maybe I should have spoke. Yeah, sure, probably. Yeah, I probably should have spoke, but I'm a human being, so not everybody here is perfect all the time, and I answered all your questions the next day. I'm here again today. Any questions you guys have? For most of you guys that are here who come to every game, I am on this podium after every game. So the one game that I'm not, I know that, somebody had to put out an article about me not showing up when, they only show up for negative things that happen with our team. So, it's all part of it.
I didn't know you were going to lose that game. That's what you're getting at. If I won that game, I would have written about that too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Dustin writes about it all the time, but I'm sure you would have.
All right, thank you guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.